Hi everyone, my name is Vic Tilson and we're looking at an oil painting I did some years ago. I'm mainly abstract and that's what I'm kind of known for, but I went through a phase with oil paints and this is probably one of only two or three landscapes I've ever done. Years ago I used to go to Italy quite a lot and I got to know quite a famous artist there, and he used to look at my work and he always said to me, you'll never ever do anything other than abstract. That if you do abstract, that's what you'll do. You won't cross over. And in a funny kind of way, years later I think I was doing this to prove otherwise really. So this is based on a field. Actually, I live in the Cotswolds. At the time I was painting this, I used to work in a post office, and every day I used to pass this field, and obviously at certain times of the year it was this lovely kind of golden colour, with the rapeseed oil flowers. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I remember stopping one day and thinking, I'm gonna have to take a photo of that. That's going to become a painting for me to enjoy. And I did exactly that. I'd recently started doing oil paints, and it just kind of lended itself quite nicely. Where the field is in the Cotswolds, it's on a hill, and often you get quite kind of squally weather conditions come across the River Severn from Wales. And this particular day, it was about to pour with rain, and I took this photo, and I thought, yeah, that kind of encapsulates it. You've got the brightness of the rapeseed oil in the field there, some grasses in the foreground, and you've got this really, really stormy sky. So that's what I wanted to capture. And the oils lend themselves to that very, very nicely. So I did this with a palette knife. I think this was the first time I'd ever used a palette knife in an oil before. And I've not really done many oils. I did about a dozen, but then I abandoned them because they just took so long to dry. But they have got a really nice texture. It's got a very nice feel to it, this painting. Every time I look at it, it kind of takes me right the way back to that moment. And that's what a painting should do, really. It should fire the imagination and take you to another place, whether it's an imaginary place, somewhere you love. Just kind of transport you back for a little bit of relaxation, take you back to that happy place, somewhere you feel comfortable with. And that's the beauty of having and owning original works of art. So this painting here, it's not huge. I guess it's about 14 inches by 10. I'm guessing something like that. Yeah, so this is probably one of only three landscapes I've ever done in the last 30 odd years. It's the only landscape I've got in my collection anyway. So there we go. So that's something quite unusual from me. If you're familiar with the rest of the work, you're probably thinking, never seen that kind of stuff from me before. I don't think I've ever really shown this in public either, so bit of new one. But I just enjoyed doing it. It's one of these things, if you enjoy something, it's just a labour of love. And I do like the detail on it. If you go right in, you get these gorgeous colours just kind of mixing into the sky, poking through. So if you'd like to see what else I've done, please have a look at my Instagram feeds and also my Facebook account, where you can interact with me, see what I'm doing on a daily basis. And it's a nice way to keep in touch with people. And you can message me, of course, on Facebook Messenger, which is really, really useful. So have an open mind, take a look at the work, have a little look, see what you reckon. If you like something, please feel free to share it, comment. No problem with that at all. It's an absolute pleasure. And I hope you like what you've seen. So thanks a lot for your time and take care.